And let me tell you, that's the name of the game.
Well, I certainly can't argue that. Whoa, a nice takedown by Princess Morningstar. Okay, I can't argue the point that his wrestlers do definitely make money. The Bounty Hunters, of course, being one of the top tag team combinations in the country today. Princess Morningstar wasting no time attacking Natasha. Boots right through the midsection. Mr. B apparently looks like calling over for a little consultation.
This is what I'm talking about, Ken. This breaks up the opponent's momentum, gives Natasha here a chance to get her head together a little bit, plan a little strategy.
It still appears to me to be a little bit unfair as far as Princess Morningstar is concerned. There's nobody in her corner giving her advice.
You know, all I can say to that is that's the breaks to Princess Morningstar.
Whatever may be. Natasha maintaining that arm lock on Princess Morningstar. Standing wrist lock. Of course, Natasha, extremely rugged competitor. She teamed up with Beverly Shade some years back, and they have held many of the ladies' championship belts throughout the United States and throughout Europe. Natasha on the canvas, Princess Morningstar maintaining that arm lock on Natasha. I gotta admit that Princess Morningstar is certainly holding her own. Well, get down. Referee calling for the break. Apparently, Princess Morningstar pulled the hair of Natasha, I guess giving back a little of her own medicine.
The referee was right on top of it, though. He caught it, made her break the hold.
Once again, that standing wrist lock being applied by Princess Morningstar. Natasha on the canvas. Mr. B continues to try and yell encouragement from the sidelines. Of course, once again, this Mr. B is probably, in my opinion, the most off-the-wall individual I think I've ever met. I've tried to talk to him. It's almost impossible. Just a maniacal individual. Here you see Natasha maintaining a head scissors on Princess Morningstar. Appears to be pulling the hair when she gets the chance. Well, there you see it.
She's applying the pressure to her, Ken. I've had the pleasure of working with Natasha in Lagos, Nigeria, Africa, and she is truly one of the greatest women wrestlers in the world.
Well, there's no question about that. I must agree with you on that point. Natasha, a very, very rugged competitor. Wow. And as evidenced there, putting those big boots right to the back of Princess Morningstar.
Natasha's very physical.
Ooh, wow. I'll tell you. Well, there you see Mr. B delighted with that. Oh, wow. And Princess Morningstar beginning to retaliate on Natasha. I'll tell you, he's got her in a bad way right now. If she were to pin her right now, it'd be all over. Oh.
You see, you can never count Natasha down. She has come back like you wouldn't believe.
Natasha appears to be choking Princess Morningstar.
She's standing on her hair.
Well, the fans yelling that she's standing on her hair. I can't see it from this angle. Where you see Mr. B wanting the referee to count to 3. He thinks the match is over. But instead, the referee breaks it up. Natasha maintaining that arm bar. Oh, wow.
Vicious boot.
Boots right to the midsection. I'll tell you, this Natasha, she allows no quarter in a match. None whatsoever. Extremely rugged competitor. Of course, her tag team, Beverly Shade, her tag team partner, is also a very, very rugged competitor indeed herself. And together they are an awesome tag team combination. They are the U.S. Ladies Tag Team Combination. United States Ladies Tag Team Champions, the AWA Ladies Tag Team Champions. The list just goes on and on.
Natasha taking advantage of every opportunity she can to cut the wind off to Princess Morningstar.
See Princess Morningstar. Oh, nice takedown by Princess Morningstar and Natasha. And Natasha doesn't want any more of that. Mr. B blowing that whistle for encouragement on the sideline. Oh, wow. Once again, right to the midsection. Right to the midsection. Whipped her into the ropes. And a backflip by Natasha on Princess Morningstar. And once again, she appears to be trying to do this. And wait a minute! And Natasha is backflipped by Princess Morningstar. I'll tell you, into the ropes again. Once again, a backflip by Morningstar. Oh, and Natasha retaliates. I'll tell you, this Natasha, it takes a lot. Oh, wow. Good grief. Tries for that suplex on Princess Morningstar. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's it.
There you see it, Ken. Natasha showing one more time why she is one of the top women competitors in the world. She has that resiliency. She can always, seems like when she's down, she always comes back.
And oh, for heaven's sake, there you see Beverly Shade. Beverly Shade and Natasha both attacking Princess Morningstar. Mr. B absolutely floating in the background. Oh, this is the type, well, Mr. Dempsey, I must admit, this is the type of thing that should not be allowed in professional wrestling today.
Well, you've got to understand, Ken, the match is over.
Well, that's exactly what I mean. The match is over.
There's no chance of them getting disqualified now, so they're taking advantage of everything they can.
Well, this is such an unfair thing. I can't see what the point of it is. The match is over. Princess Morningstar has obviously been defeated, and yet they continue to deal out punishment. Both Beverly Shea, and look at the smile.
Disqualified. That lady needs help. We're here to train her, to help her. After the match is over, free of charge.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you that was certainly no training session. Nonetheless, the winner of the match, Princess Morningstar. We'll be right back.
This match will be one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Weighing in at 120 pounds from Wheeling, West Virginia, Robin Lane. Her opponent, under the management of Mr. B, one half of the AWA Ladies Tag Team Championship from Nashville, Tennessee, Beverly Shade.
I don't know what letters you came up with. These are the United States Women's Tag Team. These are the United States Women's Tag Team Champions. We're not any kind of letters.
Well, there you have it. Mr. B, I've asked Pac-Man to join me to lend his expertise. Pac-Man, I must honestly say that Mr. B is not one of your all-time favorites.
That's the understatement of the world. Believe me, Ken.
I'll tell you.
This is one of the things that I'm trying to stop. Hopefully we can get this crusade going. The fans write in their letters, and we got power and strength in number.
Well, indeed we do. And Mr. B, once again, coming out to manage Beverly Shade. Last week he managed Natasha. Of course, going up against Robin Lane. Robin Lane, a very young competitor, and right now it appears that Beverly Shade has her hands full.
Marianne, very lovely.
Yes, she is indeed. Very lovely girl. Of course, a very feisty competitor. We had the opportunity several weeks ago to see Robin Lane in action here on the program. We had a lot of response, and L.G. Howard brought her back.
She seems very well conditioned, Ken.
Yes, she certainly is.
Top over wrist lock. Beverly Shade.
Of course, Beverly Shade, co-holder of the United States Ladies Tag Team Championship. Her partner, Natasha, of course, at ringside. One thing thing that fails, well, it escapes me, Pac-Man, is why Mr. B took these ladies under his management. I just cannot see it.
Money.
Well, that very well may sum it up.
Bottom line, Ken, it's money.
Well, I guess.
You get a pretty girl in the ring, and she's going to be a drawing card. Drawing card brings fans, fans bring money. That's what Mr. B's interested in, money.
Well, indeed, I must agree with you. Of course, Mr. B also manages the bounty hunters in addition to this. The bounty
Reverse
hunters are
that.
successful. Right.
Very nicely.
Well, a full Nelson being applied by Robin Lane.
You know, Ken, being new to this area, I haven't seen a lot of these wrestlers, and I'm really impressed with the caliber of wrestlers I have in this area. Really impressed.
Indeed. They are terrific. Well, there you see Mr. B
now, that's
arguing.
unnecessary, Ken. Why should he be even near the ring? Why should he be on top of the apron?
Well,
he's distracting the other girl. It's not right.
I agree 100%.
One of the things should be stopped.
Indeed. Of course, Robin Lane maintaining the hold on Beverly Shade. Beverly Shade escaping out, a nice flying mare.
Ooh. Well, that's...
Those boots right to the chest of Robin Lane.
That's just not right. Of course, these girls have to be very tough to sustain this kind of punishment.
Well, indeed they do. Of course, Beverly Shade, you must hand it to her. She has a wealth of experience. Both her and Natasha. Wow, you got to hurt that clean across the ring. Well, there, Robin Lane being held in the ropes. It appears that Beverly Shade is holding her by the hair. Oh, wow. Good, nice. Wait a minute.
Come on, come on.
Whoa. Robin Lane retaliating against Beverly Shade. This Robin Lane, a very impressive young lady. Of course, she doesn't have anywhere near the experience that Beverly Shade does.
It seems like she got her second win, Ken.
Yes, I do believe so. And whoop. Well, there's the old alley-oop. And once again,
I guess this is a match against conditioning against experience. Of course, Beverly Shade's in good condition also.
Robin Lane maintaining that body scissors on Beverly Shade. Of course, Beverly Shade not quite enjoying this right now, to say the least. Of course, we understand that Beverly Shade and Natasha just recently got back from a tour of India, where they were over there wrestling. And we understand that they're going to be going to Africa very shortly.
Well, hopefully they don't come up against any gorillas.
Yeah, well, that's true, too. But, of course, it's definitely hard to say.
Now, that's why I maintain, Ken, if there was two referees, he could see Beverly Shade pulling her hair.
Well, indeed, you're absolutely correct.
And you can't really blame the referee now, can you?
Yes, no, I cannot blame the referee. This is a point that we've made before. It is one man against two, one man against four. He's definitely at a disadvantage. No question about it. Robin Lane coming back against Beverly Shade. Oh,
nice flip, nice flip.
I'll tell you. And Robin Lane just brings
that had her hurt,
right
Ken. That had her hurt.
Has her against the rope.
There's another one.
Nice takedown. I tell you, the crowd's really enjoying it here in the TV studio. Oh, wow.
Hitter coming in. Now look at this. Now look at this.
Well,
plain to see.
Oh, now.
That was infracting the rules, Ken.
You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Appeared to be outside interference by Mr. B.
The fans deserve better than this. They deserve more justice than this.
Well, you're absolutely right, Pac-Man. I must admit, I do believe that Robin Lane had the upper hand there for a while, and then suddenly that outside interference began to prevail. And there you see, of course, Mr. B congratulating Beverly Shade, gloating over another victory, a controversial one to say the least. But nonetheless, the winner of the match, Beverly Shade. But Pac-Man, what can you say? This man, Mr. B, is certainly one to be reckoned with. We'll be back in just a moment.
And for our next match will be a special ladies tag team match with a 15-minute time limit. In my corner to my right, weighing 139 pounds from Columbus, Mississippi, Tracy Richards. And her tag team opponent, weighing 113 pounds from Wheeling, West Virginia, Robin Lane. And their tag team opponents, weighing 145 pounds from Nashville, Tennessee, Beverly Slade. And her tag team opponent, weighing 147 pounds from Las Cruces, New Mexico, Natasha.
Well, there you have it. Tracy Richards and Robin Lane going up against Natasha and Beverly Shade. And this should be very, very interesting. Of course, an altercation occurred last week here on All-Star Wrestling, and all four of these ladies really got into it at the end of the showing. And the president of All-Star Wrestling, L.G. Howard, came up to the table and said, if they want to fight, let's sign a contract and let's get it on. And so this is apparently what they did. And so let's see what happens from last week. Takedown by Beverly Shade. Of course, you know, Abner, this team of Natasha and Beverly Shade are extremely proficient in wrestling. They do hold the AWA Tag Team Championship.
They've been together for years. Their moves are synchronized, and I might emphasize they're both brutal.
Yes, they are. I think Natasha displayed that last week.
I don't know if this is an envious job for the referee with the women or if it's a regretful job.
I don't think I'd care to be in there myself.
Oh, nobody has 4 wild women. He's got his hands.
Well, there you have it. Robin Lane in a leg lock applied by Beverly Shade. Trying to get over to tag out. Referee Ken Fisher watching very closely.
She made a tag there. The referee didn't see the tag.
Well, apparently Robin Lane did make the tag. Well, there you have it once again. Robin Lane making it over toward the corner. Of course, this Robin Lane, a very young competitor, has not been in professional wrestling that long. And Tracy Richards is just hauling off and letting it have it.
She's got things under control. She's got them both down.
And Tracy just hauled off and leveled Beverly Shade. Of course, as we were stating, Robin Lane, of course, very young, has not been in wrestling that long, but it's certainly proven to be a very qualified competitor, as you can see there. Oh, wow! And right now, both Natasha and Beverly Shade are in trouble. And that is a good way to break a leg, Abner.
I'll tell you, yes, that'll tear down the thigh muscle in your left leg there, which will cripple them out. You know, you're like a 3-legged stool. You take one off, and it can't stand up.
And that's very true. Very true indeed. Right now, Natasha going up against Tracy Richards.
The young girl, Robin, you can tell, taking on that Beverly Shade as she did, that she's got the intestinal fortitude.
Right, she certainly does.
She just went right at her.
I would say, of course, with more experience in the ring as she goes along, she is certainly going to be one of the top competitors.
As long as she makes her moves carefully and planned and don't make any mistakes, she'll go for firings.
And Natasha has Tracy Richards against her. Ooh. And there you can see some of the tactics used by...
Slap right to the chest.
And a boot to the stomach of Tracy Richards. Natasha has her by the hair.
They come out where they've been working together for so many years. They know just how to wear down an opponent in their brutalness.
Appears to be a front face lock by Beverly Shade. And it's...
She has that arm behind her back holding that Tracy's hair.
Now double teaming on Tracy Richards.
Ooh. There's a kick to the back. Slap to the chest. Watch the wind right at it.
Through there you see Beverly Shade holding Tracy Richard. Tracy Richard being double teamed.
Beverly Shade, they're both double teaming. They're coming in with our tag, and they're both going to work on Tracy Richards. There's a flying mare by Natasha. Another flying mare by Natasha. She's holding her by the hair also.
Going to boot to the chest of Tracy Richard. A boot to the stomach. And Tracy Richards retaliates. A side headlock on Natasha. And look at this! Look at this! Whoa! Oh!
Very good move. Very good move.
An excellent move. Tracy Richard just took both Natasha and Beverly Shade down simultaneously. And there you see, consoling each other. I would think, Abner, that is a little embarrassing, if nothing more.
It's embarrassing, and I think they probably were sitting there wondering what happened, actually.
I'm sure they are.
Trying to decipher how they got in that position.
Exactly. Of course, I have to admit, referee Ken Fisher certainly has his hands full during this. Collar and elbow. Once again. Oh, wow. Once again, Beverly Shade unleashes that hard right hand. Oh, and Tracy Richard retaliates. Of course, you see what we mean about double teaming. Same Natasha, always looking for the opportunity to double team someone. Another flying mare by Tracy Richard on Beverly Shade.
See the heat starting to build up in the match. The referee's got his hands full, and they're starting to get in there 3-4 at a time now. He's got his hands full.
That's true indeed.
He's maintaining excellent order. He gets it right back to irrespective of where it should be.
An armbar by Natasha on Tracy Richard. The referee asking Tracy if she wants to concede.
The forearm to the tricep to the muscle. Gives pain from the muscle right up to the shoulder. Tracy's in a bad position now, having a round turned over like that.
Natasha maintaining that armbar.
Tracy has to get herself in an upright position to get her arm back.
That's very true. And once again, you can see what they are trying to do. They are trying to get back in a 2-against-1 situation. Oh, wow. You can hear that all the way across the ring.
You hear that from Georgia Homestead.
You might take note that you might see in the corner of the ring, it's difficult with camera action, but you see the president of All-Star Professional Wrestling, L.G. Howard, and he is right almost dead center in the corner of the ring, and he is viewing this match, I'm sure, with great interest. Tracy Richard, Natasha in for the pin. Tracy Richard powers out. Ooh! Hard right hand to the back of the head of Tracy Richard, and a boot to the back of the head. This Natasha, extremely rugged competitor, and it's certainly understandable, Abner, why they hold the AWA Tag Team Championships.
That's right. They tag in and out, give each other that rest that they need, and they're constantly beating down their opponent with their stomps.
And that's very true, and they also manage to keep their opponents away from being tagged out.
True. This is true. I noticed that Robin hasn't had a chance to tag in. They've kept Tracy from making the tag out.
And Natasha just had her head run into Beverly Shade's foot. Well, there you see a classic example of what we're talking about, the double teaming. Of course, Robin Lane justifiably complaining to the referee. And a tag out to Robin Lane, and Robin Lane comes in the ring. And Beverly Shade on her bicycle at the moment. Once again, that double teaming.
She was trying to go for her plans, walked right into the double teaming and get away from her plan. Oh! Yeah, now she has a chance. She can fish. She takes it open out. There we go. This is what you call a Roman candle. Ooh, right on the face.
And Robin Lane issues some punishment to Beverly Shade, and Beverly leaves the ring, conferring once again with Natasha. Natasha enters the ring now as Beverly Shade takes a rest. Natasha against Robin Lane, and ooh, a quick punch to the midsection.
Natasha didn't want to try on wrestling. She came right in and started to beat on him, see if taking advantage.
Oh, that hurt. And you can see, obviously, that took its toll there on Robin Lane.
Better by it.
Oh, my goodness. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. That is it.
There's a little pattern play on the double team and also
well,
on
it
the
appears, it was hard to see, but it appears nonetheless the winners of the match, Natasha and Beverly Shade. And it appears the winners of the match, of course, Natasha and Beverly Shade. And we'll be right back.
This will be a special mixed tag team match with a one-fall, 15-minute time limit. On my right, in red, weighing in at 235 pounds, from Melbourne, Florida.